So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Great, set.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play. Play action. Here's Hurts. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by... EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to be returned. It'll come out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Prescott looks to throw right away. Steps away to his left. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Prescott to throw it. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Now Prescott. The short one there taken in by Ferguson. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3. And before this 4th and 3 play, we're going to get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
Mission accomplished on that throw. Slant, pick up the 1st down. I like how he just put it on the receiver and didn't lead him on that one.
Happened quickly. Defense, not much they could do. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Plays like that will really help this offense settle in here on the road.
And when you go on the road, you also have to deal with the fans as well. And when you have those types of runs, that'll settle them back into their seats.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. In motion, the tight end. Here's Prescott. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Michael Pierce in all of his 340-pound glory gets the sack. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, Took a nice step forward. And how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trenton Simpson. And the Ravens are going to take over here up near the 40. That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, the turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
Shoves him aside, and he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, give him 14.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
The flag comes in. It's incomplete. And I'm not sure he was still behind the line when he let that one go. He broke that line of scrimmage and then let it fly, and that's an automatic flag.
Yeah, and you know, you don't just lose the 5 yards there, but you lose it down as well. So he obviously needs to have better awareness about what he's going to do. Either tuck it and go or throw it to a target and get that pass away.
And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 31-yard line. A good pick up there of 20 yards. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 down at the 31. They run wide side with Henry. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's Trayvon Diggs making a big play there for the defense. Throwing is Jackson. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Play action. It's Jackson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. They overload him that time on the safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Jackson now. Escaping the pressure right. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Micah Parsons. And the Cowboys are going to have it here just past the 25. Well, we've seen quarterbacks get away with throwing the ball on the run, no doubt. But this, Charles, I think you'd agree, not the best of throws.
And listen, you're not always going to have a clean pocket to step up with the proper mechanics and deliver the football. I mean, that's a given. But you also have to understand your limits and know what you can get away with and what you can't when you're trying to make a throw like that.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They run again with Dowdle. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. 2nd and 9 from the 44. Prescott now. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. To throw is Prescott.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it.
And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
But just a lot going on there in the middle of the field, and this one winds up a turnover.
Yeah, they're running a crossing route here, and the idea of it is to get defenders confused about who to go with. But if you throw it too early, sometimes it's your quarterback that gets confused, and here he throws it into coverage and gets it intercepted.
A first down carry for Henry. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 7.
Middle.
Now it's Jackson. Rolling to his right.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs.
If you're a lover of offense, this has not been the half for you thus far. Luckily for me, though, I'm sitting next to a lover of defense, and we have had plenty of that, including that interception.
Yeah, and I mean, that still makes it a great game, doesn't it? Everybody talks about if the ball's not in the end zone and points going up on the board, it's not as much fun. I love these defensive battles. Something's got to give with these turnovers. Who can convert them into points?
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Prescott. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line.
2nd and 10.
Throwing, Prescott. And that is incomplete here.
Well, congratulations to them. They come through defensively with another stop. And let's face it, this secondary, they've gone unchallenged so far in the first half.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Yeah, here we go.
On the run, it's Dowdle.
And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
So on 4th down, Prescott off, and on is Aubrey for the Cowboy field goal.
And his kick is good. And we have action on the scoreboard just before halftime. It's 3-0.
So the defense able to force the interception, and the offense working their way to field goal range and able to get 3 out of it.
Yeah, and give them credit for that. They took the ball, maneuvered it downfield, and while they couldn't get exactly what they wanted, which was a touchdown, they did get 3 points out of it. So they paid off what the defense gave them. Both sides to be thrilled with that.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. They're looking deep here for Flowers.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And they've been kept off the scoreboard in this first half, but here toward the end, they're trying to change that in one fell swoop. But that winds up incomplete.
Jackson. Sliding out of the pocket.
Down the right sideline.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Oh, Lamar Jackson just so electric, Charles, when he gets into open space, and we saw Exhibit A right there.
You know something? I'm standing up here in the booth next to you watching the play. He buckled my ankles on that one as well. It doesn't matter whether you're actually on the field trying to chase him or you're just watching him play. This guy is sheer excitement.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Here's Jackson. Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But, Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Eluding the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1.
Well, certainly going to be a lot tougher adding a touchdown to that lead now since they're facing 2nd and 20+. Big-time sack to start the drive and put the opponent way back. Let's see what kind of play call they come up with here.
And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter.
These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And maybe time for this offense to really hit the reset button. They were shut out in the first half, but still, they're right in this game.
They certainly are. And what I like about it is that you actually continue to play. You know, you just find a way to make a few plays yourself, and you noted it. Right there on the border in this game, they're not that far off. Just got to find a play or two, and they could be very happy at that point.
That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
It's a well-designed play here. 3 wide receivers in the formation. They're all going to run deep routes to put pressure on the safeties. And then they let their tight end cut his route off a little shorter and work toward the middle of the field. That's a difficult route to try to defend.
A short one there, caught by Likely.
2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Here's a diving catch right side. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another 1st down.
I felt that one all the way up here. How about that big man lay it out and making that catch?
Yeah, that wasn't a 180-pound wideout. That was a tight end. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. A toss left. Henry. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. They tried to run it to the short side of the field. There just wasn't a whole lot of room to work with.
Yeah, it seems like things just kept getting strung out towards the sideline, and he kept looking for a spot to dive up into the gap. There just wasn't one, so that turned into nowhere to run, nowhere to hide.
And no gain. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson taking it in from 24 yards out.
And the Ravens have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
Tucker with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Yeah, here we go.
Now Prescott. The short one there taken in by Ferguson. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Looking to throw. Prescott.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Cowboys first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
Oftentimes we think of those tough yards as grinding yards that a running back has to pick up. How about the tight end there picking up the first down in that situation?
That's what he's there for, right?
Big fella, get it to him, let him fight off some people and pick up the necessary yardage.
Yeah, here we go.
A running play, it's Dowdle. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line.
We're in Baltimore, third quarter action, 2nd and 10. A quick throw knocked away, it's incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 35. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Back now in Baltimore. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the fourth quarter of play. Here's Prescott. Steps away. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing the throw. Now they got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Prescott, and that'll be incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
Yeah, here we go. 26.
They run here with Dowdle. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
46.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Touchdown, Cowboys!
Jake Ferguson.
An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Cowboys answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth quarter lead. Plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. Here's 1st and 10.
Let's go. Ready.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. There he goes, left side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Justice Hill, 70 yards. And the Ravens use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th. So minutes after giving up the lead in the 4th quarter, they say not so fast. Big play, and they grab that lead right back.
Talk about a seesaw game. Up, down, up, down. Did you have a seesaw? Did you play that when you were a kid?
Oh, yeah. Out on the playground, absolutely.
You had to make sure that you matched weight, though, on the other side. Right? Otherwise, you could be up in the air a long time.
By the way, we're not done in this one. I think we're set up for an exciting finish. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And now off to the races down the right side. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Cowboys. They had just lost the lead. That deficit sure didn't take long to erase. They return the ensuing kickoff for a touchdown.
Love the thunderbolt that just came out of that one that puts them in the end zone and back in the lead. Your only question, your defense just gave up a score that put you behind. Will that score you just added on the board will energize them? Or do they have to go back out there and they're a tired unit? We'll soon see.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. This is 1st and 10.
Jackson. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker.
Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Yeah, here we go.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
So with your team leading in the 4th quarter, you know you've got to run the football. They know you've got to run the football. Sometimes that means there's nowhere to run the football.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Hey, kill. Yeah, here we go. Right take.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And a short gain down to about the 33. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. Here's Prescott.
Out of his hands quickly to CeeDee Lamb. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No 1st down.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area. And after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Prescott.
That is caught. He will have the conversion and more than that.
And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Big fourth down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on fourth down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Jackson to throw.
They'll roll him out right. Shakes off the sack. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Here's Jackson.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me that, and nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Cowboys.
CeeDee Lamb
with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns.
And the Cowboys are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game.
So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
So Dak will bring the Cowboys up to go for the 2-point try. Prescott, they're going to throw for it. And he will get into the end zone to bump the lead up to 3 scores. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. One last shot for Jackson.
He's going to let it fly.
And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to get the football back at their own 17. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. From Baltimore, good night, everybody.